Welcome to the Indian PokeTube, and in this video we're going to be running a super fast Element Cup team. And in this team we're going to be using a very fast team. Like I said, all of the three Pokemon have only one move, so it's very cheap to build, and they are all running heavy damage fast moves. So picking up a lead against a Cottonee. So we're going to stay in this matchup, and as you can see, it's kind of an ABB team. So we're going to make a catch on the Execute on his Seed Bomb, and we're able to catch it perfectly. It's quite easy to catch because you can simply count your own moves and you'll see. And in comes a Ducklet. So we're just going to keep life farming up, and he goes straight for the bubble beam because this is only 6 wing attacks. We can easily tank that. We are going to try to overfarm as much as possible to fake the ancient power, and we are going to go for the seed bomb. If the opponent thinks that this is an ancient power, then they can give us a shield, but they do not. So the opponent calling it right there and saving both his shields. So we're going to come in with the Cottonee and instantly throw the seed bomb because he's quite loaded on energy. So we want to see if he wants to shield the duck or if he just wants to let it go. He lets it go. So it's going to be again the Cottonee versus Cottonee. So it's 2 shielded Shadow Slowpoke versus 2 shielded Chinchou. And you're going to see that even though the Chinchou is an electric type Pokemon and Slowpoke takes super effective damage from the sparks. And even though he's going straight for the bubble beams, there's absolutely nothing that Chinchou can do. We're just going to shield twice and farm the Chinchou all the way down, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. And that's going to be a reverse 2 shield flex. The opponent saving the 2 shields for the next match, for the next season, and we're able to pick up a good win in the first match. And like you saw, that the matches are quite fast. They don't take a whole lot of time because we're not going to be really throwing a lot of charged moves anyway. We're just going for heavy fast move pressure. Hopping into the next match, and we pick up a lead with our Cottonee against a Seal. Seal does get access to the icy wind, so I'm going to try to make a catch at some point. I'm not exactly sure how many turns the Seal needs, but we're going to count to 5. 5 charms is 15 turns, and we're going to make a catch. What did we catch? We did catch the icy wind, so maybe the Seal does need the 15 turns. And in comes a Budyu or a Budyu, I don't know how to pronounce it, and it razor leaves down our Slowpoke. But that's not a problem because we can come in with a set of eggs and just farm him down. Because of the poison typing, the confusions do a hell lot of damage. And let's see what decides to come in. In comes the Seal, which is absolutely fine with us. We're going to throw the seed bomb so that he cannot reach the icy wind. He has to shield if he wants to reach an icy wind, and he does. So he can reach the move, but he's unable to reach the move, so that wastes a lot of his energy. And in the back he has his own set of eggs, and as you can see, this is looking really good. Does he let this go? He does let this go, and now we can just simply charm him all the way down. There's nothing he can do. If he wants, he can throw moves, but he knows it's over. So the second game is a 2 shield flex. The first game was a reverse 2 shield flex. The second game is a 2 shield flex of our own, and that's a great lead. We have a 2-0 lead. The only lead matchup which is really bad is a fire type, because then we get destroyed because we have an ABA weakness to fire, as you can see with our set of eggs and the Cottonee. So the cotton ball versus cotton ball, and we're going to play the same way. We're going to counter the seed bomb and make a catch on the Execute, and that wastes a fair bit of his energy. And let's see what he decides to bring in. If he has a fire type, it's good to draw it out, but in comes a Ducklet. We can do overfarm a little bit and fake the ancient power. So we have built up to what could be the ancient power, and in the little cuff everything hits like a truck. So the duck does respect it with a shield, and we're able to reach one more seed bomb. So is he going to respect the seed bomb? Because that would take him out. So we get both his shields. We're looking good, and now we're going to try and save the shields for Shadow Slowpoke. We go straight for the seed bomb, which we already had loaded. This is going to take out the Ducklet, right? No, it does not. And let's see what the Ducklet goes for. He has to go for a flying type move to KO us. He goes for the Brave Bird. So that's a good move. He needs one moving attack, and this could be another Brave Bird. So I'm just going to respect this. I'm not sure if he can reach 2, but we're just going to respect it anyway. And it's 1 shielded Slowpoke versus the backline. Let's see what he has in the back. We're going to farm the Cottonee all the way down. And what does he have in the back? Unfortunately, he has the only one mon that we can't beat. Actually, it's one of the 2 mons, because Slowpoke and Execute both share a psychic typing with the Slowpoke. So you'll see that there's no point in throwing another Psyshock, so I don't even bother throwing it. So in hindsight, maybe I should have shielded the Cottonee, and in that case I would have definitely won the game because I had to lose with 1 shield up. But that's fine. That's how we learn the matchups, right? So picking up a 2-1 lead so far. Let's see if we can make it 4-1, or if we end up losing another one. But either way, the matches are going to be very quick, and it's not going to waste a lot of time. So I can highly recommend this team. Picking up a lead against a Seal, we're going to do the same thing. Count to 4 or 5. So he throws on 4, which has to be an Aqua Tail, I'm quite sure. So we can easily let this go. And now we are going to count and see how many he overfarms to. So he's at 3 charms right now, which means he's at like 9 tons of energy. So I'm going to try to catch here, and I got scared. I know that this is an Aqua Tail, but I was just scared and I ended up shielding it because we are at even shields anyway. In hindsight, there was no point in shielding that because that was clearly an Aqua Tail, but that's fine. In comes the like a cotton ball, and we're going to go for the fake ancient power. He can think this is an ancient power, and he does shield. And like I said, this is the beauty, we just are not able to reach the move just for one turn, but we can come in with a slow poke, shield once, and farm him all the way down. And we do have a loaded seed bomb on our own like cotton ball. Let's see what he has in the back, but in the meantime we're just going to farm him all the way down. In comes a duck, we can throw a Psyshock, and then we can switch to our cotton ball and snipe him with the little seed bomb. Okay, we don't have the seed bomb, we had already thrown it, I'd kind of forgotten, my bad. But like I was saying, that the shadow slowpoke just does massive damage, and we're able to take out the, and we're just able to charm down the mons, and that's a great game. So that's a 3-1 set so far, and let's see if we can pick up another one to make it 4-1. And we'll also see if we can get a Palkia, because I think we're getting a Palkia at this time. And there's another funny thing, that all of the mons on our team are single move. There's only one move on every mon. Picking up the Dream Lead, and he save switches to his Shadow Vulpix, and we can just farm the Shadow Vulpix all the way down, as you can see, and we can threaten whatever comes in with the Psyshock. So Shadow Slowpoke is definitely the MVP on this team. In comes the Chinchou. We're going to go for the Psyshock. This is going to do massive damage if he lets it go. He might even let it go because the Chinchou, oof, that does 70% damage. He can throw the Bubble Beam, but the funny thing is we can still survive this move. And we can get off the Psyshock on whatever comes in. In comes a Bulbasaur. It's my favorite Pokemon, but you know, this is really sad because I can just come in with my set of eggs, and my set of eggs is going to fully farm down the Bulbasaur, shield once, and there's absolutely nothing he can do. So this is a great team. I can highly recommend you guys. I didn't have to spend a single Stardust on unlocking the second move on any of those mons, and I've been getting quite decent results with this team. And you can see we can farm him down, and that's a great set, 4-1. And did we get the Palkia? Let's just take a look at what we got, and we get a Phalanx.